Good morning, everybody. Just came out to the kitchen here and grabbed this box. We have something I've been waiting for to get moving on that 12 valve. Yeah, Wonder Wheel. So you might be able to tell where I'm going with this. Also got a set of jumper cables, but yeah, I'm gonna get out to the barn here and go over what I'm thinking with this. You're also gonna want some of this. Okay guys, so we got the truck here and I've got fishing line and I've got a Wonder Wheel for removing decals and glue and stuff. So you guys might be able to see where I'm going with this. This badging, it's already coming off the truck pretty bad in some spots. So what I just figured is just take it off and, you know, take that wheel and remove the glue and then just wash it off with warm soapy water and it should be fine. Get a good look at it while it still has it, and a good look at while this is white, because that's not gonna last long with that exhaust. But get a good look at the badging right now. Because it will be coming off here hopefully, and hopefully pretty easy. So, well, let's get started. I'm going to go through what I'm going to use and how I'm going to do it. Okay, so here's the wheel that I'm going to use. It was like 15 bucks on Amazon. If you guys want to go pick one of these up, I'll leave a link to the one that we used here in the description down there for you if it works. So basically this is what it looks like. It comes with that threaded end on it, and then it also comes with this little adaptive piece that threads on there. And then as far as I know, you should just be able to, you know, put that on your screwdriver or drill or whatever, and it'll rotate obviously, and then it'll buffer off the adhesive and glue and whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna do that. But what we're gonna do first is take some spider wire. The braid would usually work better for this situation, but this is all I have on me, and I don't really want to go out and buy fishing line just for this. But just to get down under there, to remove the badging. It'd probably be easier to start under like a pointed corner like this just to get it started, and then, you know, slowly pulling out, slide it down, and then it should just be able to come off fairly easy, and then we will get to buffering off some of that glue. Okay, so as far as I know, this is all it does. So this should be all you need to do. Yeah, so that should be good for that. Now let's get to getting some of that fishing line and removing some of these badges. Okay, so apparently on this old truck, you have to open up the hood, go down in behind the battery there, and there's a couple screws on the inside. Just two, I'm pretty sure. But basically you got to take those out and then, you know, do what I was doing with the fishing line. But I'm pretty sure on like second gens and whatnot, and some of the newer trucks, they're just, you know, they're just stuck on there. And it might be just stuck on there for the rest of the truck, because I can see it's just falling off. But maybe just on the front end, like, there's a couple screws. Yeah, apparently with these front ones, there's like not even glue holding them on anyways. Yeah, like that one just fell out. Just these little things holding it in. If you guys have any solutions for like maybe filling these holes with something, or yeah, I don't even know, just let me know in the comments down there, and let me come up with a solution so I'm able to take these moldings off and keep them off without having these big holes in the truck. All the rest of these, you can see it's like coming off. They do have that glue stuff, so I'm really hoping that there's just glue and not more screws. If there's screws, then we are screwed. So, but if there are not, then we should be good. So I'm gonna try using the fishing line on that front small piece right there, and if it works, then I'll do the rest. If not, then I'm gonna stop. officially pretty much hate the side moldings on this truck because like some of them are glued, so they're easy to come off. There wouldn't be much more work to do to get, you know, the stuff off. And then half of them are screwed and glued, and then some of them are just screwed on. So it's kind of like, it doesn't really make any sense. I don't get why they did that. Because then you can't take your moldings off without having big holes in your truck. And then at this point, you know, I didn't know there was going to be half of them with screws and half of them without them. So it's like, now half the moldings are off, so it's like you got to get the rest of them off, but then you got to have something to fill in those holes. Otherwise, you're just going to have holes like polka dots throughout your truck. So yeah, maybe we'll be calling this thing Swiss cheese by the end of the day. I don't know. Okay, so far this whole removing the moldings thing hasn't really worked at all according to plan. With these old trucks, apparently, or at least this one, it was kind of like not intelligently thought out, like even a little bit, because like some of these, like this one, I put back because it was screwed in from the inside. So I thought, okay, well that's the only one, whatever. No big deal. I'll just leave that one on until we have a solution to fill in the holes or have somebody do body work. I don't know. So then this one was just glued. This one was just glued, and then this one was glued and had screws in it, like little holes drilled through it to hold it on. And then when it came off, there's no chip, like there's no paint stuck on this. Well, I guess there is. There it is, right there. Yeah, it all came off with that one little piece of glue, and it all came off. Patch of paint. And I wasn't like pulling on it hard or anything. Like it just, like from the inside, I had to take out, back in here, I had to take out back under this, this vinyl or carpet, whatever, up the door, I had to take out a couple screw heads, took them out, and then it just fell, like the molding itself just fell down at an angle like this. And then when it came out of the truck, this was like this. So like it didn't even like take any pressure at all, but it was just like the molding itself, like the glue was just rotted. It must have just fell right off because it didn't stick to any of this. None of this stuck to, and then it just broke off right here. And it took that paint with it, so yeah. So now we've got paint chips, holes in the truck that are showing. I don't even know if I want to take off the freaking last one on this side or the other side now, because yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to do right now. I was thinking the truck would look so clean, with those badges, those old badges taken off, and just have a clean side of the truck, just buffer off the glue. But in this case, it has become, which is pretty typical when working on vehicles, a lot more than I thought it was going to be. So I called Dad and let him know about the chip and what had happened, and he said that basically we're going to have to take it in anyways because there's some other stuff that he wants to get touched up on the truck, and so we're probably going to just get that redone somehow. I'm sure there's some way to fix it. And so he said also just to go ahead and remove the moldings and to remove the the moldings up over the wheel well, and so that when we take it in to get done, everything can get done at once and it'll all be good to go after that, and we should be good with moldings and getting those repainted back up. So I'm going to remove this molding here, last one here on the bed, and then I'm going to go remove all the other side, but I'm not going to take you through the whole steps of all that just because you already saw how that side turned out, so we'll just see how it ends up. Well, let me update you on what's going on here. I ended up retaking this molding off because my dad just said, go ahead, take it off, and we're just gonna have to find a way to get these holes patched or something and then repaint it over anyhow. So I might as well take them off. And so I took off the fender flare too, you know, the fender guard, whatever you want to call it. And the front was actually pretty clean. But this is why I was saying back, you know, it might have been painted at one point because it looks like there's overspray on the plastics and whatnot. But like I said, I don't know for sure. That was done. I buffered off all the glue, except for around here I didn't do it too much, just because the paint is so flaky. I buffered off the glue over here, and then I took off the fender flare back here, and I buffered off the glue there. This fender back here is rusted out pretty bad. This is probably the worst rust on the truck. You know, this is just something you never would have seen, you know, obviously with that on there. And so I don't know what we're gonna do to fix this or how they're gonna fix it. But I don't know what you got to do with that, you know, like I don't know what can be done, what has to be done, but I can tell you right now that's pretty bad. So yeah, not sure what we're gonna do with that, but I am going to try to still clean up what I can and buffer off the glue that I can, and then the body shop will have to do their magic from there. So let me finish this up here, and then we'll probably call it a day. Well, looks like the old 12 valve had a few more flaws than she looked to have when we picked her up. There's quite a bit of rust under the old fender guards, flares, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, this is the very least of it in terms of what could be expected on a truck of this for this age and the truck that it is, you know, a Dodge. But overall, I mean, that's not terrible, but it is worse than I thought it was going to be into there, to be truthful with you. After seeing the front one was super clean, and I saw the rear, and it was just, it's nasty. So it is what it is, but yeah, can't do anything about it now, but we can probably, you know, I mean, the way it is, you know, here at the barn, I'm saying, but we can probably get it into the shop, and they can give us a quote and let us know what they can do about it. So I guess we'll see. Well, everybody, that's probably going to wrap up today's video working on the old 12 valve here. Here's some more work that I did back on the fenders here. They're all rusted out pretty good. It's a shame, but it is a 25-year-old truck. What can you expect? But everything else looks pretty good. We're gonna have to have these holes patched. All the paint that was chipping throughout here, have that all fixed. The bed tops, bed rails, those are going to need to be sanded down and repainted. But overall, it is what it is. I mean, it's decent for the age, but it still needs some work. So thank you guys so much for stopping in and watching today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. There's going to be much cooler mods coming up on the truck. I'm just trying to get the channel up and going here with what I can do right now. So thank you guys so much, those of you who are tagging along ahead of time and early. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.
Invincible.